Hey guys, today we're playing The Suffering on the PlayStation 2. This is a horror-based third-person slash first-person shooter, and I really liked it at the time, so we'll play it again. And it'll probably take me a while to get used to the controls because this was a early first-person shooter. Not early, I mean Doom was an early one, but like for dual analog sticks it's an early one, so the controls are kind of awkward. It doesn't have that established Call of Duty or Battlefield controls, so it's kind of weird. And you can switch in the third person, but they made two of these. I believe the sequel was called The Suffering Ties That Bind. Stan Winston Studios, who basically designed the Queen, Alien and Aliens, the Terminator and the Predator and the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, also designed the monsters that you fight in this game, so that's actually pretty cool. They were actually supposed to make a third one for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and I guess it didn't get developed. Obviously it didn't get developed because it doesn't exist. Let me turn the sound down. But I always thought this game was kind of creepy and had a cool atmosphere. And I don't know when this is gonna air on YouTube, but I'm filming on Halloween. I felt like playing a horror-based game. Although now that I've played newer games, it's not as scary because everybody looks kind of like Lego people, but you know, it's still fun. I think I got it for only a couple of bucks. That's dollars for you, not in the know.
And already they brought in a new guy. I heard he killed his old lady and kids. Sick motherfucker.
So I'm skipping this. Apparently, you're either framed for killing your family or you didn't kill your family, but you're haunted by them. And then all this weird shit starts happening. Right now it's in the third person view. For a PlayStation 2 title, it doesn't look that bad, especially since it's not based on any PC game or anything. Man, this monitor is loud. The gore is quite nice for the limitations they have. He actually has quite a nice shiv. Oh, inverted controls, are you kidding me? See, that's an issue right there. I guess in third person you have no choice. I don't see why it's so difficult for developers on consoles to make it so you can bind all your controls. I don't see why that's such a damn problem. I'm not flying an airplane. I hate to push down to go up with the camera. It's not natural. I'm glad they rectified that in the future. For most games anyway. See, now you can go in first person. It's still down to go up. Something's not right. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, I just didn't push OK. But still, I want a game. And they have some games where you can bind all your buttons. I think it's so ridiculous that you have to pick presets. I mean, that's cool if you have that as an option, but there should be a more detailed option where you can bind everything. And games today still don't do it, so it's not like a product of the time. Third person's easier to use with melee weapons, but I highly suggest the first person view for everything else. I'll tell you one thing, after playing PlayStation 3 and going back to PlayStation 2, I have to say the analog sticks are nicer on a PlayStation 2 controller. They're a lot tighter. They're a lot more sensitive on the PlayStation 3, and I don't like that. Like, I like the analog sticks to be as tight as they possibly can. Because I guess I'm a bit heavy-handed, so a lot of times I'll move my thumb too hard, and damn, like if I'm trying to be precise or something, it makes it more difficult. And you can turn the sensitivity down as far as you possibly can, like Battlefield Bad Company that has super sensitive controls, and I'll turn the sensitive down almost to 0 and it's still sensitive. But on the 360, I don't seem to have that problem. I never really have to mess around with the sensitivity on the 360. Those analog sticks are like perfect. And the PlayStation 2's analog sticks are almost... I forgot how to interact with things. PlayStation 2's analog sticks are almost as tight as the Xbox 360's. I haven't seen the PlayStation. Well, it doesn't matter if I've seen it or not. I have seen it in magazines or whatnot. But I haven't held a PlayStation 4 controller, even though I know they're starting to sell them and they're starting to have kiosks with PlayStation 4s. But I heard they tighten the analog sticks. The only thing that kind of concerns me is I don't know if you ever watched Jack the Bomb's channel, but he took apart a PlayStation 4 controller, and before he did, he felt the analog sticks, and he said it felt like they were almost like they were in jello or jelly or something. That sounds weird. I know they're supposed to be more accurate and precise. I heard they're supposed to be a little bit tighter. I don't know if that's just marketing talk or what, but hopefully they're right. I won't know until I actually hold one in my hand. I'm concerned about it with games like Battlefield 4, which if I get a PlayStation 4, I definitely have Battlefield 4. Although I'm scared that it's going to be a lot harder because it's going to be running at 60 frames per second, and I'm used to 30. It might be why I suck at Call of Duty so bad. I mean, well, the multiplayer Call of Duty. I'm not bad at like the single player parts. Just what you want to see in a YouTube video, somebody going around in circles. Sometimes when I talk, I get disoriented because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. There has to be a button to unlock that door. It's probably in here. Any treats? No. Just me slamming the door. I'm using component cables this time. Some videos I can use component cables and use the Hodgepodge recorder. Some games I only can use S-Video. Really depends on the game. And then some games I have to use the Dazzle, which gets the worst results. Or I have to use straight up AV cords.
What's the situation? This Nash up in Tower A3, I can't see what's going on. I hear sound, but when I shine the spot down there, it's like everything scampers out of the way. I can't see well enough. Shit, get away from me! Man, I killed it. But that thing's impossible.
The sequel takes place in Baltimore. I have no idea where this prison is. You eventually get out of the prison if that's a concern for you. I'd like to get the sequel. This also came out on PC and the original Xbox, if those are any options, but I think there's been 2 or 3 operating systems that have come out since this game was released, so I don't know how well it would work or not work. There's one of the characters. Each character or monster is based on the way they're executed. I guess that guy was beheaded or something. I don't know.
Hold it right there, or I will cut you down. You hear me, inmate? Do you hear
Sounds
me?
like Barney from Half-Life 2.
Nah, to hell with protocol. Right now, I prefer a murdering scumfuck from the road to one of those monstrosities.
I wonder if you can get subtitles in this game.
Hold it right there. We got a better chance to survive if we stick together. But you will do
I forgot to push OK. Silly me.
exactly what I say, or I will punch a hole in your sorry ass. Got it?
Okay.
When I've seen these bastards spawn, prefer to stay in the dark. Go get a flashlight from the break room down the hall. And no funny stuff, or I will blow your head off. Comprende?
Alright, I'll try not to do any funny stuff. As tempting as it may be to do funny stuff. There we go, we got a flashlight. Look at those lighting effects, mind blowing. I gotta really look at what these controls are. I don't want to push the wrong thing. Gosh, these controls are so weird. Whenever I do, don't push circle. I'm absolutely necessarily sure I need it. Where's the flashlight? Alright. I think I get the idea. I don't want to use this unless I absolutely have to, though. I can't remember if it affects the monsters in any way.
Alright, you got a light. I gotta head downstairs to get out of this shithole. And you better stay out of my way. If I need to shoot more of those fuckers, I will not hold my fire on your account. You read me?
You're a little bit irritating. In the rules of horror, movies and games, you're probably gonna die. The game doesn't want me to get emotionally attached to you. Why don't you give me a gun, you dickhead guard? I got a damn shiv is half the size as you are.
That's the last of them.
If he's trying to prove that he didn't kill his family, he's really not doing a good job the way he's slaughtering these monsters. Did I get a gun? No, just a crappy shit. So his dead wife talks to him, or she doesn't, and he's just losing his mind. That's kind of one of the themes of this game. Is he crazy or is he not crazy? I sure am getting a lot of ammo for a gun I don't have. Oh, I want to open up the morgue pretty badly. That means I can take one. Now I can fill up. There's some gigantic ass bottles of medicine. Oh, there we go. Our first example of PlayStation 2 physics. This isn't the first game that has it, but I'm just saying. Not a lot of games did. towards the end of the PlayStation 2's life cycle, everything had havoc physics. And they'd made sure you knew about it too. Just like when the Unreal Engine 3 was used in a lot of early next-gen games, they plastered it all over the box. Alright, press X to hold. That guy has to be dead, so... And he had a gun. Where is he? Did they kill him all? Please say yes. I don't know where he went. Maybe you guys saw him and I'm just being stupid. Nope. Now I got a gun. Now I can go into first person mode. It's not overly sensitive, which is good, because I don't think there's a sensitivity option. Some of you people that like your sensitivity up super high might not like that, but I think it's fine. The reload button's in an awkward place. I believe it's L2. Give me as many bullets as you possibly can, because I will need them. Is there a button I was supposed to push before I leave this joint? Where are this? Oh, those are the poorly rendered security monitors. Alright, I think we've established something. And there's no one behind me. Is that one of those little creepy horror moments? For its time, this game did kind of have like a horror slasher haunted house feel that a lot of games didn't have. I think the only other creepy game at the time was Silent Hill and Resident Evil. I can't remember if Fatal Frame is out or not. But this game, the way it tries to scare you is a lot similar to the Fear series. You have like hallucinations and stuff, which Silent Hill doesn't really have. I haven't played the new Silent Hill, so I can't comment on those, but the Silent Hills that that are like part 1 through 4. Hopefully this will keep the door from shutting when I push the button. I guess it doesn't matter much. Looks like I have friends. No auto lock on. That's really helpful. I'd be lying to you if this wasn't somewhat clunky. Please be dead. And I remember the reload button, which is really hard because it's like the weirdest reload button position. Hopefully you guys got extra bullets. Oh. Looks like I'm getting through. Sorry guys. There's two ways you can end this game, being bad or good. And I really have a hard time being a bad guy in a video game. I don't know why, but that button's real glowy, and I am filming a video.
What's that smell? Oh no! Oh fuck! Jesus! You gotta get out of this fucking...
Depending on how many bad or good things you do, depends on what ending you get.
This is a mistake. Shut off the
can't now.
Can you hear me? Do something! Fuck you! Those are my last words.
They said cyanide kills fast. It looks like he took a long time to die. If you ever watch those forensic shows, a lot of people have murdered with cyanide, and they said unless they're specifically looking for it, it's really hard. They said only some people, for whatever reason, are able to smell cyanide, but only some people can do it. I forgot what the percentage is, but it's less people that can do it than can. And I said it smells like bitter almonds. But only a select few, so sometimes people that get poisoned never get caught unless they're specifically looking for it. There's other people that have an autopsy done, and the coroner is able to smell the bitter almonds and know that they were poisoned with cyanide. It's weird. I wonder why some people are genetically able to do that and some aren't. It's kind of like a interesting way that we've evolved. I mean, it's subtle, but I mean, does this break if I hit it with my shiv? I think he's gonna. Oh, I gotta get out of this damn room where I die. Let me out of this freaking death hole. I shouldn't have pushed that button. Two of you? That's fantastic. I forgot about your little Street Fighter attack there. Come on, die. There you go. It's not so bad. You were already dead to begin with. I mean, I really need to restore my health there. I'm popping pills like Max Payne. Except my pill bottles are much larger due to the low polygon count. You know, this is a pretty playable game for an old shooter.
They won't leave
It's still
you
fun
alone until you do it.
If you have the means to play it, I definitely would suggest you play it. Just don't pay a lot of money for it, because I mean, obviously you can go and get Fear, or any of the Fears for that matter, and have just as much fun and have a better looking game with better controls, but it's still interesting, in my opinion. But I'm going to stop there. This was The Suffering for the PlayStation 2. This also came out on the original Xbox and the PC. I hope you enjoyed watching it. This is a fun game. Like I said, if you have a way to play it, don't pay a lot of money for it, but definitely check it out if this looks interesting to you. I mean, it's fun. It's just not going to blow your mind with graphics, and the controls aren't the best, but imagine if you have a PC, like, that wouldn't be much of a drastic change versus playing with a controller now versus when this game came out. But anyway, guys, thanks again for watching, and you guys take care. Bye.